MMAWeekly.com, Damon Martin here with Michael Johnson at the UFC Open Workouts. Michael, I don't want to dwell too much on the past, but in your last fight, I know it didn't go your way. You got caught. I mean, that's what happens. But what do you take away from a fight like that? Do you just move on, or do you go back and watch it and learn? What do you take away from that?
Don't make the same mistake twice. You know, I went back to the gym. I started working on ankle lock defense. He got me in a position that was weird. And, you know, like you said, you just learn from it. I don't dwell on it too much. I was over it. The next day I was back in the gym and moving on to the next guy. You know, it's in the past and all these next guys are in the future. So.
When you come off a loss, because I remember talking to you before the fight with Fala Loto, when you said that, you know, you just kind of put that Ultimate Fighter finale behind you and you came out just had a great performance. Do you have the same mindset going into this one? Do you feel like a new fighter, this is just a new opportunity, or do you put extra pressure on yourself coming off a loss?
You know, there's always that kind of added extra pressure, you know, when you're after a loss. But it's up to me as a fighter not to let that happen and not to let it affect me more. So it's one of those things where I'm thinking redemption. You know, I came off this loss and I got to just go out there and redeem myself. And just like I came off of the finale after a loss and, you know, ran through Fala Loto, I look to do the same thing with Shane Roller.
There's always a building period whenever you're with a new camp. And I know you've been with the Blackzilians for a little while now. This is, what, your second or third fight with them now?
Third fight.
Third fight. So now that you're in this third fight, do you feel more comfortable? I mean, there's always that growing pains with new coaches, new techniques, things like that. Do you feel like this is the best Michael Johnson we're going to see so far out of the work you've done with the Blackzilians?
Absolutely. Like I said, you know, it takes that time to, you know, build and get used to everybody, but you know, right when I got into camp, I was always comfortable with these guys. You know, we had the same philosophy, the same mindset. Everybody on the team had the same work ethic. So it was good for me, but now it's coming into my third fight. I know the system's a lot more. I don't have to think that much, and everything is just instinct at this point.
Let me talk to you about Shane Roller. We know Shane is a phenomenal wrestler. You're a wrestler as well. Shane's coming off a couple, you know, tough fights of his own. What do you think about him and his opponent, and do you kind of see this for him especially as maybe like a do-or-die type fight?
For him, it's definitely a do-or-die type fight. He's lost 2 in a row, and he's going to come in here with the pressure. Man, if I lose this one, I'm probably going to be cut, you know? So that's weighing on him a lot more. He's not really thinking about this fight. He is a great wrestler. I really don't think his wrestling for MMA is that good. You know, I've seen a couple fights where, you know, I'm looking at it, transitions are kind of slow and kind of sloppy. His stand-up is, you know, okay, but, you know, like the stand-up I've worked on, it just progressed so much. I really don't see him beat me in any of those aspects.
Do you worry at all when you face a guy off a couple losses that, and we see this, guys come in fighting not to lose, you know, they want to grind out a decision just to get a win, you know, they want to save their jobs. With a guy like that, I mean, do you have to be aware of that he could try that particular game plan?
Yeah, I definitely got to be aware of that. You know, it's up to me not to let him succeed in that. You know, it's up to me not to give up an easy takedown and have him lay on me, you know, for 3 rounds or so and just sneak out a decision like that. And he also took the fight on 3 weeks' notice, you know, so I really don't see him being in that good of a shape. I've been preparing for this fight for, you know, 2.5 months, you know, almost 3 months now, so I'm in the best shape of my life right now, and it's going to be hard for him to take me down and lay on me for 3 rounds.
And you seem pretty relaxed, pretty, you know, calm about everything. Is that the best demeanor you could possibly have going into a fight?
Yeah, it is. Nothing's really weighing on me. There's no really pressure. Everybody keeps asking me, well, are you in a do-or-die situation? You know, because if you lose this, you might possibly get cut. I'm not even thinking about that. I mean, as long as I go out there and fight my fight and do what I need to do, I'll be fine and come out with a victory.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.